Pat McLaughlin here, Mindset Minute. It's gonna be like an old school Mr. Rogers neighborhood here, where I'm gonna grab a book and read a little excerpts or a few excerpts from a book I've been reading lately. It's called Be Your Future Self Now by Dr. Benjamin Hardy. Tremendous book. I'm already putting this in my top 25 of all time. So you guys know I read a little bit. So anyway, take that for what it's worth. But I'm just going to literally read a little bit. We're going to talk today about a concept called hope. All right. And he talks about having a future self, a future being that you're going to be, pull you in life versus your past events pushing you. It's kind of a different way of thinking about things. But here's what he talks about hope is. Hope is a clear and specific goal. Hope is agency thinking, meaning that you believe you have control over what you do, that your actions matter, and you can impact the results in your life. And the third thing is what he calls pathways thinking. You see a path, have a path, or can create multiple paths from where you are now to your goals. Being very flexible. So hope is more powerful than optimism, which is just basically a general sense that the future will be better. Like hope on steroids, this level is the will and the way, okay? So psychologists have found distinct differences between high hope people and low hope people. And the differences can be summed up by a quote from a doctor named Charles Snyder. And he says simply, high hope people find multiple pathways to reach their goals and willingly try new approaches. Low hope people, on the other hand, stick with one approach and do not try other avenues when stymied. Interesting. So you hear this concept like, believe in the process. What they feel the process is literally having those pivotable opportunities where they're trying different ways to get to that goal, versus low hope people where they get stuck on that first attempt and they say, hey, and they start making excuses. So really high hope is, hey, this goal is attainable, it's reachable, I'm going to do this, and they try to find out whatever they can to get there. Then he talks a little bit about Dr. Angela Duckworth, who talks about the book called Grit. And according to her research, people get grittier as they age. To be gritty, you've got to stick with something for a long time, overcoming setbacks and obstacles along the way. Someone who switches from goal to goal to goal cannot gain the vital grit. An athlete who switches from one sport to the other isn't gritty. Grit is sticking to one thing for years or even decades. And just to summarize, again, to be a high hope person, you commit to the goal, not the process. The process actually is the process of trying to find multiple pathways. A high hope person remains committed 100% to the pursuit and 100% flexible around the path to achieve their goal. And I think that's a pretty good summary. So again, the first and most fundamental threat to your future self is not having hope in the future. Without hope, the present loses meaning. Without hope, you don't have clear goals or a sense of purpose for your life. Without hope, there is no way. And without hope, you decay. That's Mindset Minute. Pat McLaughlin. Hope you have a great day.